My radiation oncologist, on the first day we met, I gave him a pair of slippers, and he said, "Well, why am I getting these?" I said, "Well, we're going to be on a bit of a journey together, me and you. We're walking together on this." And he said, "I normally don't get these until after it's all done." And I said, "Well, you're getting them now. I mean, who puts on their shoes after they're finished?" So, he was touched by that. I just wanted people that I was working with to know who I was and to how we were in this together and be a team. So if the patient and the doctor can have that kind of relationship, then it kind of feels like, for me, it felt like every day I was going to work, to fight cancer. And that's the way I looked at it. I let everybody on the team know that I was also going to be drinking certain medicines and herbs and prayer. I was brought a small bear claw that I slept with on the point of my tumor and used it to scratch from time to time and apply bear grease to that before and after any of the radiation. And it was not something that I wouldn't say they made a big deal out of or acknowledged. And I think that's probably something that should be a little bit more acknowledged by the medical community from a patient perspective, is what other strong medicines might your ancestry call in to help you heal better. But I do want to stress that anything, whether it's healing or services, help you live a better life. And if one strong culture has medicines or treatments or prayer that are going to help another, that's only going to augment the healing process. So we are in a country now where we're welcoming people from all over the planet, and many people have strong medicine powers, many peoples and civilizations. I would hope that Cancer Care Ontario or Cancer Care Canada, whatever province we live in, would start to ask those kind of questions of patients. I was given 3 doctors. I didn't ask for them. Somebody knew who had radiation skills and chemotherapy skills and surgical skills. Our communities know who has those other medicine skills. It might be time to do some research into finding who those people are and finding ways of putting people in touch with them through a questionnaire process that says, if you are an Indigenous person and are interested in any Indigenous help, is that something that you would like us to look into with you? There needs to be, on some form of an intake, do you come from a culture or a community that has its own medicines? If so, might you be using any of these to help you in your care, whether it's pre, during, or post? We can probably assume that radiation and chemotherapy saved my life, but what extent did the other traditional medicine assist in that and make me heal better beyond any of the expectations of the surgeon or the radiation or the medical oncologist? I required no surgery. I didn't lose my hair. I don't have dry throat. I began to taste within a couple of months after my treatment, almost unheard of in what I went through. And I owe that to the power of, as I said, the ancestors from the medicine communities, the Indigenous medicines and the Western and mainstream medicines. So that has to be cataloged at some point. That has to be acknowledged. And we've never acknowledged that in the Indigenous community on almost any front. So that would be good for the country to do.